go. Hello. Welcome back. Hang on. Let's turn this down just a little bit more. Thank you for coming back. Oh, whoa. Almost impeded my own self there. Almost put something into the mix I did not want to. But thank you. Welcome back. I got to get used to not looking at the screen and looking at the camera now. This is Edge to Otaku, Elijah 5000. We are here to discuss the spoilers for One Piece this week. Yesterday, they came out just a day late. And I say a day late, it's iffy. But they came out from Pew Piece. We had the brief spoilers. Today, Pew Piece brought us the full spoilers, and I will share those with you briefly. Before we get into that, we do have to give a shout out to our sponsors, and I love the way that I did yesterday, so we're going to do it the same way so you guys can see what I see, and go check out our sponsors. Show them some love if they are people you fuck with. You know, not everybody fucks with the same people. Let me go ahead and get this out of the way. You guys know the socials. If you don't, you'll check it out at the end of the stream. But we have switchery.com right here. So if you are a video game player and you have a Nintendo Switch and you just watched Nintendo Direct and you're like, I got some new shit coming out, I want to jazz up my Nintendo Switch, go to switchery.com. Use my promo code EDGE10 to get 10% off your purchase. And it's every installment version of the Nintendo Switch. You have OLEDs, you have Switch 1, Switch 2, the Switch Lite, thumb grips, dock cases, controllers, game cases, and other accessories, video game base, original pieces, and anime based themes. So whatever you want, click on it, go check it out. Use promo code EDGE10 to get 10% off your purchase, and there you go. Well, yesterday we found a One Piece stand for the Nintendo Switch, so yeah, I gotta go ahead and get me one. And the other sponsor, if you are an eater like I am and you love ramen, it is Emmy Eats Ramen. Go here. This is the world's first plant-based, high protein, high fiber, low carb, low sodium ramen. You can order this online. You can also use their store locator to see if there's a store in your area. But they have 6 different flavors. Use promo code EDGE2G to get $5 off. Black garlic chicken. We're going backwards today. Roasted pork tonkatsu, the creamy chicken, the spicy red miso, the spicy beef, tom yum shrimp, and back to the black garlic chicken. Any one of these you can make yourself, and you can follow them on social media, and they'll show you how to make it look more authentic. And if you don't believe me, go to their little pie chart on their page. It's more believable than me. I'm not a dietitian. I'm a kinesiologist. So here are the 2 sponsors, Emmy Eats Ramen and Switchery.com. Thank you, Switchery and Emmy, for sponsoring for so long. It's been so many years. It's crazy at this point. I don't know why they have really chosen to stick with me. I guess I'm just that amazing. And I turn this shit back on. Okay. Hey, everybody. Thank you, everybody that is watching on YouTube, Kick, Facebook, and Twitch. Do appreciate you. Go ahead and show some love. Share the stream. Share with a friend. Share with a loved one. Let them know. It's like, dude, come here. This is where you want to be. You want to find out about One Piece, go to this fucking channel. He covers it weekly. So Sundays are the official shonen manga drop, which it drops at 10 p.m. or 10 a.m. Central Standard Time here where I am, but I don't get to it till like 6 p.m. because that way I can listen to native Japanese speakers, which you can find the links to their channels in the description of any of these One Piece breakdowns. Just go to the description, especially on YouTube, click it, it'll take you to their page. Follow, subscribe, the same shit you do here, and you will get to know One Piece on a very, very, very intimate level. But Sunday's the official read. Monday, or like yesterday, Tuesday, we have the brief spoilers. Directly following the brief spoilers, it's usually just a day. We have the full spoilers like we have now. And then Thursdays are TCB scans, and we're back to Sundays with the official read. So we have TCB scans before we get to this week's official read. But let's get to the fucking full spoilers, because it's not a lot, but it gives us more answers to the theories that I have. So Shuri reveals to Brook that the king lied to Esperia Kingdom. The world government didn't want 1,000 slaves. They wanted King Leuven to hand over Shuri to them. So at some point, at this time, the reason he's all fucked up and stuff is because he found out what happened to Candel. Whether she was just taken advantage of, whether she is a celestial, they wanted Shuri, and Shuri has been his daughter for those past 15 years. So that's why. That's why the whole kingdom went to war with the world government, because he didn't want to give up his daughter. Just keep this in mind. Then we have Manmeyer Grollo. Says he remembers Brook because there was a brat with afro hair among Candel's servants, but Brook doesn't know Grollo because he was not allowed to come close to him when Grollo was in Esperia Kingdom. So if he's calling Brook a servant of Candel, maybe she is a holy knight living down below, and Brook is her squire. So kind of servant, kind of not. Shuri stabs her sword through Brook's head using Gavot Bon in Avant. So it's the same technique we see Brook using in present day, and he's used several times. Then as she leaves the castle with her father, Grollo. I'm still thinking Leuven for some reason, my bad. Like, it took me, I was like, she picked up the body? She picked up the body and left with King Leuven. No, she left with Grollo. So she is a celestial. Still need to know how she got switched to the demon side, but the soldiers help Brook, and he wakes up after a while. One of the soldiers says that the main veins of the brain and his brainstem were all perfectly untouched. So maybe Shuri stabbed him with precision because she said she wanted to be as good as her mom, who both her and Brook idolized. She stabbed him in a portion of the head where he would be fine. But that is the scar on Brook's head, is Brook's forehead. So I'm tired of hearing this charger go off. He's perfectly untouched when the head was penetrated by the sword. When the soldiers tell Brook the King Leuven has died, Brook cries in terror and despair, and the flashback suddenly ends. So he had a psychological break. Brook could not handle the fact that Leuven died. He screamed. We've seen this before. He is out of his mind. He is no longer the Brook that we know. And for some reason, he does not remember Esperia or Shuri or anything like that. Oh, yeah, that's what I was going to do. I was like, why did I have this up? We continue back in the present. Brook explains to his Nakama that back then they didn't even know about devil fruits that existed. Brook always thought that he saw King's death, and Gunko, looking like the devil itself, was just a hallucination that terrified him from forever. Now he's tearfully worried and wonders if he can trust Princess Shuri once again. So he suddenly stopped because he didn't know why Shuri was trying to help him, but he remembered her from his past that he didn't just blank out. So he's been questioning himself ever since. That's why he kept talking. What the fuck are you doing? Why are you doing this? You bitch, you killed the king. Don't be trying to act like this. Are you doing something like you did back in the day on our kingdom? Now reminiscing about all this. This is what I said a long time ago. Brook is going to lead to Shuri, because Shuri's still in the block of ice. Ragnar's ice cannot be broken by Imu, we learn. So that's another motherfucker that Imu has to watch out for, and that's why Imu had this battle with the previous god of war, who wielded Ragnar and the Nidhogg devil fruit. But that power is comparable to Luffy's. So I got a theory brewing up. We'll go over here in a second. Let's finish these full spoilers. We got two more things. Imu versus Loki's continues. Imu says that saving the children was what led to the defeat of the giants 800 years ago, and now history will repeat itself. So was Ors a part of that or not? Was Ors a kid back then? What happened with Ors, and what happened with Imu trying to take giant kids again, trying to get the power of Elbaf? And then in the absolute epic final double page of the chapter, Luffy appears behind Loki and then punches Imu's face. Luffy yells out, "Get out of Elbaf, you bastard." So we have Luffy coming in, hitting him, like they said, the same way that he had Charlos, making contact with the face, which we haven't seen, of Imu. But Imu does give us some lore. So the Galila giants that disappeared, everything that happened 800 years ago was they were trying to abduct the kids, and they ended up taking the giants of Elbaf. Is that what happened? And then the rest of them had to grow up. I wonder if Geralt was a kid at that point in time, because he is the oldest giant, and he had lived under seeing his grandpa and everybody else, his father and all that shit. If he was the oldest one left as one of the kids, him and his buddy, and they grew up and raised everybody else. I wonder if that's why they were so strict and so war-bound on being warriors, whereas Harold had kind of saw more of the world and changed his views based on it. Harold was a little naive, but still, I think he saw the benefits of having a like branches, olive branches around the world, even though they were cut off from the world. And this goes back to the Liberator, Joy Boy. All the places where he has friends, like Zhao is a moving island that's cut off, but you have Wano, you have Elbaf cut off from the rest of the world and not really trusting of other humans and other countries. But Brook's whole fucking background is horrible because his parents and his brother died. He finds these benefactors. Not only does Candel die, Esperia starts to crumble and die. Then the king gets killed by his daughter, who he helped raise. She stabs him in the head, leaves him for dead. Finally sets out on sail to be a pirate, because they're not going to go into the Rumbar Pirates or Brook becoming a pirate, even though Shuri said it was always his dream. We're going to get another flashback that is very significant, because Brook's past is significant to everything. We're seeing Domi Reversi, we're seeing another god of night, we're seeing Shuri and how the knights of gods and celestial dragons do as far as having children of different heritages. And what else? Laboon is like a little side quest, but Brook's, I mean, it's still tragic. Brook's life is so fucking tragic, dude. He got his shadow stolen, didn't think he could see him. The Rumbar Pirates died, and now he's with the Straw Hat Pirates. So, let's see. We are going to pull this up. I want to show Brook's special move, because we love the boy Brook. Everybody loves the boy Brook. After this commercial, it will be the Gavat Bon in Avant. Here we go. This is Sabaody. Yeah, gotta put that up before they hit me with some bullshit. So his was, he ran, he stabbed down. There's another one. There's got to be one on the ground. Unless, but I mean, look at Brook's head. Look, Brook's skull has this scar. Maybe Shuri did run up the wall and then come down and stab him right in the fucking head. All right, here we go. Yeah, so she either had to come from above or come straight at him. Because every time that we see Brook use this move, it is a super fast leaping thrust. Even, damn, Nico Robin's helping too. Shit, I forgot about this. One Piece is so good. Like, everybody, we got the remake. We're not going to check it out during this stream. This is a full spoiler stream, but we are going to check out some things that get mentioned. And here we go. Brook is just nasty. I can't. He picks up the lightning to go with them. And he pierces through. Lightning bone sword. That's it. Is there another one that's one more? Because this, again, this is what Shuri hit Brook in the head with. Not only did she kill King Leuven, she stabbed Brook. Like, very traumatic. Brook don't know what to do about it. I don't know what to do about it. But again, this skill set, these moves are what Brook picked up from her mom, who was the savior of the kingdom. So what are your thoughts for next week's chapter? We do not have a break, I think we will get another chapter. But based off of this, I think we're going to get more of a breakdown of Grollo and Shuri's relationship, just a bit to give us more of an idea of the celestial dragons of the gods of night. We're going to get more context with Brook getting injured, Brook living, Brook's memory being gone. And then when we come back, we will get more like we did with the God of War from Imu, talking about the giants of Elbaf 800 years ago before Luffy comes in and punches him. And I bet the chapter after that, Loki will be like, hey, I was trying to hear what he was saying. And Luffy's like, I don't care what he's saying. We're going to kick this bastard's ass, blah, blah, blah. And we'll be back on Elbaf. But we have got so much Brook lore that ties so heavily into everything that's happening, what's coming to the future. Like, I've been very excited about this. Let me know what your thoughts are. You can follow everything here. Let me pull these back up for you. Edge 2 Gaming, Edge 2 Otaku. Remember, all your anime, all your manga needs, manga, anime, video game plays, all that shit is done here at Edge 2 Otaku on YouTube. So they're two separate pages. All the regular video games is Edge 2 Gaming. So you have to follow both and subscribe. Your subscriptions, following, helps boost those numbers, so it makes it easier for me to not only use certain sites to bring and offer you better content, different content, but it also just makes it easier for me to navigate channels. But really, right now we're trying to get to Patreon. Patreon won't let us just live stream. We're still having issues connecting with OBS Streamlabs. But 50 subscribers on YouTube, it's like it bypasses all that shit. It makes it a lot easier. I don't have to use Streamlabs. I can do it straight to Patreon. So it allows me to get the watch parties back, and then stuff that I do with the pod OKC as well. But we will be waiting for TCB Scan States Wednesday. They should be out tomorrow, if not Friday by the latest. Follow on the social media to hear and see more. And then if you miss any past streams, any past broadcasts, follow _Edge 2 Gaming on Twitter. Click on those links. The new YouTube channels are up. They'll take you to both of them. Subscribe and then watch to your heart's content and be ready for more, because the Time Chamber Tuesday did not happen. There were still a couple other issues, but we're back rolling. We're back moving. So I'll be back with you tomorrow or Friday with the TCB scans and maybe a surprise stream. Thank you guys. I'm Elijah 5000. I will catch you in the next one. Peace.